We already saw the part 1 video where I unboxed the TURBOLOCK, and now we are going to install the TURBOLOCK. So the first thing that you need to do is, it comes as assembled, so we need to go ahead and unassemble it. In the accessories bag that was provided, there is an Allen wrench. Use that to unscrew the screws on the lock. So let's start by unscrewing this one right here. That's the first screw. And be sure to be gentle with this, because what we are removing is very delicate. It's wires and stuff. So we remove this. And then the next thing that you need to do is, there is a white wire inside. We need to gently pull that out. So using the Allen wrench itself, I'm going to gently pull this out. There we go. Pull this white wire out. And next, so this is the battery component. And next we need to remove the next screw, which is right here. Gently pull this out. Don't use force. And now we need to go ahead and remove the third screw, which is on top here. And then we have 2 more screws up on top, which we need to remove using a screwdriver. And just in case the battery on this side, if it dies, you still have the option to open the TURBOLOCK from outside using the keypad by temporarily charging it either from your phone through a USB cable, or I believe it's a micro C, or using a charging brick. And once it's charged, you have the option to open this up. And once open, you can replace the battery on the other side and continue using it normally. So now it's ready to be installed. Okay, the next step would be to remove these 2 screws from the installed door lock and get the old ones out so we can put in the new ones. So guys, don't do like what I did. Don't have the door closed when you remove this. Make sure it is open so you can open it. So this time what I'm going to do is go from the outside and open the door. I'm going to pull this out. we need to go ahead and unscrew these two so we can get this part out. So the old one is completely out and ready to attach the turbo lock. So what you could do is, this is the old one and this is the new one. Just put it side by side and make sure these two holes matches, and that way you know it's the proper size. Or if it doesn't match, there's two options for turbo lock. You can put it at 60 mm or pull this back and put it on 70 mm. So I think mine is at 60 mm. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to insert it in. Okay, at this point let's go ahead and install the screw to put this in place. I'm not putting it too tight, just to hold this in place. Alright, next step. So once the back plate is in, go ahead, screw it with the provided screws. So next comes the back plate. The screw is on the bottom. Feed the wire through. Put the back plate on. Use the Allen wrench provided to tighten. Tightening of this is a little bit tricky because there's no room for it. Next is feed the battery component in. And so for that, make sure where the hole is, that should face to the bottom, because the hole here underneath where the screw is, we put it to the bottom. So the hole comes here, that's going to be my bottom. Let's feed the wire in. So this requires two AAA batteries. Feed them in before you put the face covers. And then finally, before we put the face covers, plug the wires. So I was trying to find the wire to plug this in, I couldn't, and there is already a wire inside. Just pull that out, and that is where you need to plug this in. Just make sure you're plugging it in correctly, because these are all delicate. Just go ahead and tuck the extra wire in. There's also another AAA battery that is required. So there's total of 4 AAA batteries that is needed. So the final step is to put the cover in. Make sure the hole is at the bottom. Using the Allen wrench, tighten it. So one thing to keep in mind is when you try to open it from the outside, it doesn't open, and from the inside, if you open it, opens the lock. So for the outside, you have to put in your pin. So this is the master pin or the main pin that it comes with. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and pound. And once that's done, you will see here 2 blinks, and then at that point, if you turn, it will open. So I took some time to turn, and you don't have a lot of time, so here we go, one time more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pound, and then turn. See? And now, once that is done, it's locked again. So that's how the TurboLock works. One thing to keep in mind is you need to program the keypad. And to do that, follow this quick start guide and program to the keys that you want to be set. So that's it, folks. Thank you for watching, and as usual, please subscribe and share.